What's up, you guys? So we just got back from the Fast 4 Cartel Summer Slam in Medford, Oregon, and let me tell you, that was an awesome event. It was so good to see a ton of people out there, even with temperatures up over 100 degrees. So thank you, JK and Nuke, for putting on such an awesome event. Now, I still owe you guys a video from Sacramento. So let's backtrack to Bugarama 87, talk about a couple of the changes we made to the cars, and see how that all played out. So we'll start over here on the Barnacle. I redid most of the cold side of the intake. If you remember before, the throttle body used to be right here, right after the snail of the turbo. That got relocated up before the Y section of the intake, and the blow-off valve got relocated just after the intercooler, way up in here. We were hoping that that would solve a couple of issues we've been having with this car. If you've seen any of the previous videos, it breaks up in the burnout and it breaks up going down track. We found out in Medford actually that that was part of the tune-up, so everything worked out in the end, but that was all that was changed on this thing going into Sacramento. So Dad's car stayed pretty much exactly the same as it was in Redding at the cartel event. We hooked the intercooler back up, it got 2 brand new clutch discs, and the engine came out for a refresh. Other than that, everything stayed the same. So Bugarama 87 was definitely not our weekend. It was off to a rough start from the very first hit. We had a brand new set of clutch discs in the car, and in Redding we were getting more and more aggressive with it because the car was making the power to leave the hole a little bit harder. With the new clutch discs, it was just a touch too aggressive. We went out on the first hit, spun pretty hard, and broke an axle. Unfortunately, we didn't have a spare because our spare was in Drewski's car from Redding. So thank you to Tony Klink for supplying us with a spare set of axles so we could get the car back on the track. Second hit, we went out and forgot to lock the lid on the ice water tank for the intercooler. So right at the launch, the lid for the tank came open, threw a bunch of water under the tire, and it got real close to going into the wall. But thankfully, Dad's a good driver, saved it for another day, and we were able to make it to the first round of eliminations. So first round of eliminations, we go out, clutch tune's way better, car leaves the hole really good, right at the top of first gear, breaks the camshaft. So that put an unfortunate end to our weekend in the Battleborn car. Thankfully, Drewski actually made it all the way to the semifinals. Unfortunately for him, the car shut off at the end of the burnout, and he couldn't get it fired back up, so we had to push him back out, and that was the end of our weekend altogether. Now that we're all caught up, let's move on to the video.